What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's your friend Will, picking it up mid-game here because haven't really had opportunities to record. Been a lot of stuff going on in the background. Maybe you even hear the dishwasher right now, but been having a lot of fun playing. Been having a lot of fun playing Singleton this weekend, and they put up a really high value event, which is nice. And we've played these formats a little bit before. And it seems the best way to go is just to play mid-rangey decks that have a lot of interesting little combos in them. So this is probably my most winningest build. Nothing too interesting about it. Other than that, it's like a black-green rock-style deck that's splashing blue for Muldrotha. But it's playing a lot of the powerful things that like normally don't work in standard, but because this is a little bit slower and a bit grindier, and there's like not that much redundancy with removal and stuff. Things like Journey to Eternity, like just can really break open games, or like check out this sweet little combo here that I'm about to do to my opponent. Just like using an Isareth to bring back like a Plague Crafter. Obviously you can't do that forever, but just kind of fun. Anyways, I'm gonna just focus on the game here and stop doing the intro. It's been pretty profitable for me though. I've 7-winned twice and like only 0 or 1-winned 3 times. It's been really weird, the inconsistency. Mostly it's just come down to whether or not I get to cast my spells. And I have lost a couple games to auto tapper with these lands, like tapping them and not tapping my Memorial to Folly. I'm still not sure how the AI decides like when, and I'm just been too lazy to figure out, like just way too lazy to police it. So that's my bad. All right, so I guess we're gonna Vraska this Mammoth. Our opponent here is on a much more budget deck. All right, and then scoop. I wish I had been able to turn this on for last game when I was like looping. I had both a flipped temple that brings creatures back from the graveyard and a flipped black enchantment that lets you sack a creature to gain life. Both of those are in the deck. Can I open the deck from here? I showed the deck really quickly. I also tried an Esper Singleton build, which I did quite a bit of winning with, but it was just a little too slow. So yeah, I had a flipped Bloodfast and a flipped Journey to Eternity. That's quite a combo. We're also playing Treasure Map in here, which can flip. So it's kind of like a flipped card theme deck. Path of Discovery, Vine Mare, because there's a lot of other black-green. Vraska Karn, Doom Whisper, Ellis Reborn, blah, blah, blah. Underrealm Lich has been pretty good. Tatsumok's been very good in this Singleton format. And the Muldrotha's been good. So it's pretty stock. I mean, you could take out some of the small stuff and put in more removal. Like, actually, I should probably have like a cast down in here. But again, like just didn't really put a ton of thought into putting this together, and it's been surprisingly good. So let's go back and jump into another game. Yeah, that game where I was looping with those 2 lands, I actually lost because the auto tapper. I think I was gonna win there, but I was at a pretty precarious life total, and then one turn the auto tapper just tapped down both my activated ability lands, leaving me, and I couldn't sacrifice to gain life. So that is why I'm at 1 loss already in this run. But for the sake of content, I'm just going to record a little bit here while I have the chance. And this looks like a keeper. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the viewer video that went up prior to this one. If you're interested in doing one of those, get at me on Twitter at SloppyStack, or leave a message in the YouTube comments. But Twitter's probably easier, because then I don't know how you direct message on YouTube, or if that's even a function of the platform. So I don't know. They're either going to take the, I don't know. There's an argument for taking almost anything in this hand, but I'm guessing they're going to take like the Contempt of the Ellis Reborn here. Yeah, the Ellis Reborn. We have ways to get that back. And they keep on top. So not to show them that land yet. This will keep that Assassin's Trophy. Dwindle. You got it. I guess I can always dwindle or Assassin's Trophy off that dwindle if I care. But it looks like the Secret Squire is just going to be on blocking duty. Well, I will say that the prize structure that they've done here, this is the first time I think that they've done a constructed event that rewards packs, other than that one that they did like very briefly after the game launched, where you had to go undefeated and you could win up to like 40 packs or something. I think this is the first time that they've actually done one that, or I guess so that would make this the second time. That's pretty cool. So we've won some Dominaria packs. Of course, we haven't opened them because we're just going to save all our packs at this point until they solve the 5th card problem. I kind of want to keep this Graveyard Marshal. Is it worth doing this? I think it kind of is. I don't want to use the trophy here because I don't want to accelerate them. None of these cards they know about. Alright, so they're going to just spend their turn mission briefing back a thought erasure. That's pretty good for me. I would love to get a creature in the graveyard for my Graveyard Marshal. Oh, this is good. They got to flip a little jump start. But with them tapping out, we are, you know, we can just top deck any of our 5+ drop threats here. Alright, so Secret Squire gets a block. Vine Broker's a nice one. Play the Swamp they know about. Get back our Eldest Reborn. This says Menace, so we actually can't just chump block. So I guess we'll just take the 4. Alright, walk the plank. Goodbye. Huh. I guess they're representing Sinister Sabotage here. But it's probably not getting any better. Yep. I mean, I guess in Singleton it could have been Sinister Sabotage, Wizard's Retort, or Cancel, depending if they're playing all of them, but... Elves are born of their own. Oh, I think we are okay as long as we don't brick, because it seems like the power level of their deck is pretty low. Oh, I probably should have held that. Shoot. See, this is what happens. I turn the mic on just as I start tilting and making mistakes. Alright, so they did that during their turn. Neither of us has especially good targets for this Eldest Reborn. Looks like they're just going to get back our Graveyard Marshal. I don't want to minus because the Eldest Reborn isn't getting back anything good, and I don't want this Menace creature to get me. Take Tetsamok here. Yeah, Graveyard Marshal, but they don't really have anything in the graveyard. Well, their last card has to be a cancel of some kind. There's a possibility that it is. I think with them attacking, though, it means it's not. Maybe doing that was bad, because now if their last card is Syncopate, this can be syncopated. Alright, feels good. I'll hold this since they are playing. They're probably playing things like Duress and stuff in their deck. I want them to like waste it. Alright, they don't even have City's Blessing. It's great. Though they're probably going to get it next turn. They'll have to start blocking. And we have a lot of removal spells or effects that we can rip too. If we even attack like this, it might spook them. Did not spook them. But they're not going to get a trigger this turn. And it seems like they're pretty likely to need to chump. Yeah, I like that these cards are actually playable. Oh, That's kind of a weird one. Did they keep that on top? That wasn't even an Explorer because they didn't play a land. Yeah, I don't know about Nexus of Fate as an inclusion in Singleton. Alright. City's Blessing. Bless up. It's going to go to 1 here. I'm a little concerned now because they're going to draw 2 and flip their map, and we've just been drawing lands. We have drawn way more lands than the blue-black control deck has. Yeah, wow, look at that. Wow, what a good one for them to hit. They gained 5. They get to kill the Tetsamok. That's kind of a... kicking me when I'm down. Not a fan. Oh, we still have good top decks. Our deck has a lot of powerful stuff in it. They're empty-handed. Isareth kind of counts. I don't know. Jeez, I can't believe we're going to lose this one. This is also, you know, the decks are more inconsistent, so you can lose to much worse decks. Actually, that's not true. I've actually found that I have not really lost to much worse decks in general. The only decks I've lost to that are like very budget have been red-white decks where I was playing the Esper Control build and I just had a hand that did nothing until turn 4. And they beat me down with like a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop curve. Jeez. But yeah, in general, I would say the upside to grinding this format is you're going to beat the budget decks more often than not. And this deck's not even necessarily budget. It's kind of budget. I think a lot of these things, yeah, a lot of these things you get in your collection. So yeah, this deck is fairly budget, but... yeah, another land. That's really disappointing. Well, I'm sorry I turned the camera on just to flood out and lose, but I guess it's pretty fitting for the channel. Let's go get our Tetsamok back at least. Probably should tap that differently to represent like I have anything that's blue in my hand, but it's not that important at this point. Yeah. We're not going to be able to beat the Nezahal now. Actually kind of surprised they blocked, because if they hit it, like if they hadn't blocked and they hit any reasonable spell, they can attack us for the win. I guess they're worried about us recurring multiple things, but they're so far ahead at this point, as we've just played land after land after land here. Well, we'll lose this one, and then I'll show the packs that I've won, and then I'll show the Esper deck too, which I think probably has a slightly higher win rate than this, based on what I've played. But it's just a little too slow. It's kind of like a more controlling version of this. Like, I'm not playing things like whatever this is. It's basically blue-white, splash black for 2 or 3 cards. And I probably should put an Eldest Reborn in there. Alright, they're tanking forever. We're just going to concede. They clearly have the win here. And I don't know why they're taking so long. But yeah, let's show the Esper deck just so I can have a little bit of Singleton content, because I really don't have time to record much else. Almost broke even. The rewards are crazy, by the way. Like, the number of upgrades I've gotten is really high. Like, the guaranteed stuff. You need to get to 3 to break even, which is not that hard. So overall, I'm up, I would say, 2,000 gold on the events. And 6 packs of Dominaria. Which is pretty good. Let's change the Esper deck right now. So you can see it's like blue-white base with a Profane Procession and a Chromium. Immortal Sun's been amazing. Mirari's Conjecture's been amazing. I do want to play an Eldest Reborn, though. Dream Eater, honestly, has not been that amazing. So maybe Dream Eater gets cut. But Chromium, Nezahal as the win conditions with Teferi. Then Lyra, because Lyra is just good when you run them out of cards. Notion Rain, you can just see, I'll post both these lists in the video. Sailor of Means, just to make a... just as a blocker, and to make a little token that we can use to like spot black if we need it early on. Yeah. I think the land is fine. We don't really need that much black. It's the only time it's been a little choked on black is when we really need to like activate a Profane Procession multiple times. But playing the Chromatic Lantern helps. Notion Rain can probably come out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's I've seen that's been good that I want in here. Let's take a quick look. Oh, you know what? I want to Syncopate. I missed it on my first time in. So there we go. And then I believe this is 26 land. Yeah. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Anyways, that's it for Singleton content. I really don't have time to record. I just had this quick 20-minute break. Sorry about the loss, but I figured I'd just show off the decks. I'll leave them below for anyone who's interested. And yeah, we'll be back again soon with non-Singleton content. But I do recommend in the next 24 hours grinding away on this. It's been pretty profitable and kind of a nice break from what we normally see. So thanks again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back again soon. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.